Hi there. I hope you're planning on joining us tonight for the Twitter chat. AC Network is teaming up with PLP Network, and we're going to be having a Twitter chat around action research, basically looking at action research, but especially as a cyclic or an iterative process. So the first thing you're going to need to do that is a Twitter account. So you're going to want to go to twitter.com. Let me just go there. And when you go to twitter.com, it's actually going to pull up a box that says, do you have an account? If you don't, you can sign up right here and create one. Pretty easy stuff. All you have to do is come in, you fill out your name, email address, and create a password. Then you come down, and once you do that, it's going to ask you to create a username. Username can be a portion of your name. It needs to be something that people recognize you by. So for instance, I'm SN Beach. I'm SN Beach on everything. My full name is on Twitter. You want to use your full name. You don't want to hide yourself. It gives credit to you as a professional, and it's not like you're some person that's trying to hide. So when you go to my Twitter account, it says Cheryl Nussbaum Beach, and my username is SN Beach, and people recognize me by that. Once you create your Twitter account, you'll click Create My Account. I already have one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually sign in. So let me do that. I'm going to sign in to the AC Network account right now. And once you sign in, let me do that here. It's asking me to check and make sure I'm human, and that's because I've logged in and logged out a number of times in rapid succession today. So let me do their little CAPTCHA code. All right, so it's logged me in. All right. So the reason that when you first create your account, it'll have your name here, whatever you've created, whatever picture you chose, and it has a compose new tweets. Now, it'll make some recommendations of who to follow. I strongly recommend that you ignore that and you choose your people that you're going to follow, that you are going to vet based on different criteria. And the Twitter handbook I'll be sharing with you will have some of that in it that you can go by. And we can also talk about it at a later time. But to be prepared for tonight, the main thing that you need to do is you need to go to home and find where it says compose a new tweet. The first thing you're going to do, you won't have anybody that you're following, so you're not going to have a lot of content streaming through, but the first thing you're going to do tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern, is you're going to type in the hashtag. Now, you might decide to type in AC Network, if that's the hashtag you're going to be using if you're with AC, or you might decide to put in PLP Network, or you might decide to put in both just so you can follow both hashtags. Now, what do I mean by that? The hashtag is going to bring everybody who is part of this chat together. Even if we're not following each other, even if we don't know who each other is, the hashtag will be the unifier. So once you type in the hashtag, you will actually click this and tweet it. You can see that I already did that. Let me just show you. Once you tweet it, what's going to happen is it'll show up. So here it is where I tweeted AC Network and PLP Network. It'll have your name. It'll say Susan Doe, whatever. And then you will, once you type those in over in the chat box and you hit enter or you hit tweet, it shows up here. Now, the way that you enter the tweet chat or the way you participate is you click on the hashtag. And when you do that, what's going to happen is all the tweets of people using that hashtag are going to show up. So you can see here, anybody who has used the AC Network hashtag, their tweets are showing up whether I'm following them or not. All right? And that's how you're going to follow it, because then as people are typing things and responding, because they've used that AC Network hashtag or the PLP Network hashtag, it's showing up in your stream. Now, you want to be involved in the Twitter chat, not just watch. So watch how we do that. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click back on home. And then once I do that, I'm going to come to the box. Now, as the moderator, one of the things that I'll do is I'll be asking questions. So you'll see something like this, Q1, and then it'll say, it'll have a question. Like that. You might see that come through, and I will use the AC Network hashtag, and that's going to make it come into your stream because remember you clicked on the AC Network hashtag, so all it's showing is tweets that have that hashtag. And so you'll see something like that come through. When you do, you're going to want to be part of it and you're going to want to respond. So the way you're going to respond is you're going to type, if it's question 1, answer 1. And then what you'll put here, you don't have to repeat the question, you'll just put your answer. So you might say something like, so let's say that's the way you decide to answer it, and you're going to want to make sure you have that hashtag. That's the part you got to remember. So you put A1 because you're answering question 1. You put what your answer is, and then you want to make sure you're either using the AC Network or the PLP Network hashtag in your answer. And when you tweet it, everybody else who's following the AC Network hashtag will see your answer, and you'll see everybody else's. So if the question that goes out is Q1 and that's the one you're answering, you put A1. If the question that goes out is Q5, then you put A5. And you always make sure that you use the hashtag. In this case, AC Network and PLP Network, either both or one or the other. And then you follow it by clicking on the linkable hashtag that shows up over here in your stream. Now, like I said, you won't have a lot of people showing up in the stream just because you're not following anybody yet. The way you get to see lots of stuff in your timeline is when you follow people. All right, but you will be able to participate in the hashtag chat if you click on that one of the hashtags, because like I said, remember when you do that, it takes it and puts anybody that's using that hashtag into your stream, so you can follow the conversation and you can participate in it. Now, the other thing that some people find very useful is they like to participate using something called Twitterfall, and so let me show you that. I typed in twitterfall.com, and over here under searches, not list, I put in AC Network. So let me just get rid of this and I'll do it again. I put in AISI Network, and I add it. And then maybe you're going to want PLP Network too, in case people don't use both tags. You're going to want to be able to see both the hashtags, and I add that. Now once I do that, I'm going to want it to search both of those terms. And so what'll happen is it'll come up where in this list right here, it'll start to put, it'll start to put the tweets that are for those two searches. Okay? So I'm doing those two searches and I'm telling it I want it to go. The other thing that that's kind of important is that you can actually control the speed of your tweets, and you can tell it that you want it to go at a certain speed. So the first thing I'm asking it to do is to search AC Network. Let's see what I'm not doing right. Hold on. All right, so I've put in my two AC Network and PLP Network, and then I came back up here and I had to hit it up here so that it would follow the tweets. What I did is I went up to where I had originally typed in twitterfall.com and I hit enter so that it would start to bring the tweets down. And you can see they're coming pretty fast. Any tweet that has AC Network in it or PLP Network is actually going to come through. And since AC's first, it's going to take that first. Now you'll notice it's coming pretty fast. I can go over here to the settings and I can actually tell it that to go fast or faster. I can also tell it to slow down. I can tell it to show the retweets. So I can tell it whatever I want it to be able to do. And you can see that it's bringing in all the tweets, anybody that's used AC Network, so that as people are using PLP Network or AC Network, it's going to pull them in to the to this page right here. Now, the ones that are coming right now are actually tweets that have happened earlier. So it's searching Twitter and it's pulling in any tweet that has that tag in it. Oh, look right here. So those are the ones that I did a little while ago when I was showing you how to do it. Now, here we go. This person's asking this person if you're taking part in the Twitter chat with PLP Network, and you can see, so now people are doing that. Well, there'll only be, after it pulls them all in, let's say you do that at 8 o'clock, there'll only be a couple chats, a couple people that'll be using it. At 9 o'clock, when we start actually doing the Twitter chat, you're going to see Q1, and there'll be a question. Then you'll see people do an answer one. You'll see them using either PLP network or AC network, and you're good to go right here. And I've slowed it down. I went the speed default, so I can do it either way. Now, I also can tweet from here. So watch this. I can go in here, and I can do a new tweet. Let me show you where that is, right here. And I can actually tweet from here. You can log into your Twitter account, so you could come over here and sign in using Twitter, log in using Twitter, and you could use this as your Twitter account because it would do things a little bit slower, and some people just like the interface a little bit better. So this is something that's, you know, pretty good to use if you want to have a better control of the tweets that are happening during a Twitter during your Twitter chat. All right, so that is how you use Tweetfall and how you create your Twitter account. Make sure you put whether it's answer 1 or answer 2, and make sure you use the hashtags, and you'll be good to go. Hope to see you tonight at 9.